I'm honored to introduce to you guys Gérard Thevenot. He's the inventor and founder of Helite, an airbag company selling more than 40,000 airbags per year. They have a turnover of more than 10 million US dollars. And he created the world's first airbag vest. This is an achievement made like 20 years ago. He's saved countless of lives during this period. He's also the inventor of the first world's hydro engine airplane. Flew from France to England with a hydro engine airplane. This is insane. Hi Gérard.
Hi.
Thanks for having us here in France, Dijon at Helite. You are a pioneer when it comes to wearable airbag clothing. Like I said, you're one of the first persons in the people doing airbag.
Well, airbags have been on the minds of people for many years, because it was 20 years ago when we started with for motorcycle. It was already very common for cars. So when you are saving life for cars, it becomes obvious that you have to save lives with airbags also for motorcycle or other people who are practicing dangerous activities such
Absolutely.
as horse riding or bicycle or hang gliding, paragliding.
Yeah, but it's not so obvious for people to make airbag clothing. Airbags for cars has been around, but the step to take it from cars on the human body.
Yeah, it needed quite a lot of work, development, research for the mechanical trigger, one that you can see here, and the way to inject the gas from the cartridge in the airbag without bursting the airbag, inflating fast enough to protect on time, because if you hit a car, you have to open very quickly. You have to be also very reliable. You do not want to open the airbag when it's not expected, and you want to open it every time. And sometimes it's very difficult to make the difference between a fall, swifty movement. So it was quite difficult at first, and we had to learn a lot of different technology. Textile, gas, mechanical, and for 20 years now we achieved very good products.
What was the main reason why you started, or how did you even come up with an idea to make an airbag vest like 20 years ago?
For me it was quite obvious, because I was a hang glider pilot competing at a high level, and I had a company manufacturing hang gliders and paragliders, and these sports where a lot of people who had accidents, hitting, missing a landing, missing a takeoff, and or mid-air collision. And I really wanted to save my friends and customers. And so it was obvious for me that I needed to do something to save those people. But when I started to work for the hang gliders and the paragliders, I could have saved maximum 10 lives a year in France in paragliding, while 1,000 were dying in motorcycle. So it was much more obvious to design something for motorcycle if I wanted to save life, rather than to develop first for paragliding and hang gliding.
Yeah, because motorcycle riding is a more dangerous activity, and more casualties and injuries occur in motorcycle riding.
We're still at 600 fatalities a year in France, must be about the same in England, in Germany. The worst is India, 100,000 fatalities a year with motorcycle.
Wow,
in India.
100,000 fatalities in India.
12,000 in Brazil. So we still have a lot of products to manufacture and to save more lives.
Yeah, actually the airbag vest and the airbag jeans actually saved me in a real life motorcycle accident like a year ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was trying out the new motorcycle we had gotten for the stunts we were making with the airbag jeans. So I had the airbag vest on, it was a Helite, and I had the motorcycle airbag jeans on. Went too fast, the curve came, I couldn't stop. I just went straight into the ditch. I think I did like 100, 120. I was braking. By the time I did the fall, I was maybe doing 40, 50 kilometers an hour. Got separated from the bike, and I could hear like pam, pam, the airbag blowing up. I took a hit by the back here, and then I took a hit by the knees. The airbags took all the hits. I could like stand up like nothing even happened. It didn't even hurt. That's the magic with the airbags. It doesn't even hurt. It takes all the impact energy. How does that work? Like the impact energy and the airbag, how come the airbag can take all the impact without even transferring anything to the body?
Well, we could go very deeply in a scientific explanation, but it would be too complex. It's very obvious if you fall on the ground without anything, or if you fall on a mattress. It's much safer on a mattress. You won't feel anything.
But if
even air mattress, and this is like an air mattress.
Exactly, I would say the mattress, if you fall on the mattress, it will still hurt, but if you fall on an airbag mattress, an air mattress, it doesn't hurt, you just bounce. A regular mattress is like, boom.
Yeah, it's all a matter of how fast and which kind of impactor you get. But this is really, the airbag is really set where you need it. And when you fall on the mattress, if it's a bumpy mattress and you do not fall right in the right place, you might hurt yourself. But with this, we really set the airbag at the very important places. In front of the chest, this is the most of the fatalities and severe injuries in motorcycle are chest, because you mainly move forward. And of course, good protection in the back, along the back spine. And then we do not care too much about the wrist or the elbows, because you can repair them quite easily. The neck you can't replace. If you are dead with the chest, you can't replace. Same with the back spine.
Yeah.
So it's well set to have the pressure not on the bones. For example, for the back spine, you have one tube each side of the back spine, and then when you fall, you do not fall. The airbag are not pushing on the spine, but they are pushing on the soft part of the body.
Yeah.
So it feels soft.
Yeah. I was actually talking to a doctor. He has been working with MotoGP motorcycle riders, and his profession is motorcycle accidents. And he actually told me this, because we were talking about protection, and he said that hard shell protection, back pads, he saw them like abrasion protection. He said they do not protect against impact, they're more abrasion protection. And he said the only way you can protect against impact is an airbag. And he said from all his injuries he's been dealing with, he doesn't even recommend CE level 1 pads, CE level 2 pads. He's like, they don't really help. The only thing you can get from a real serious injury is an airbag. Well,
if you want to absorb energy, an airbag is much better because it's much thicker. And when you compress the air, all the energy is transformed in heat. While if you have a hard form, you cannot say that it's useless, because it's very good to prevent intrusion. If you have a hard impact, for example, hitting you like this, and you have a hard shell, it will spread the force on all your body. It will not absorb much energy. While with the airbag, you are really absorbing energy. The best combination is what we call the turtle technology. We are using a hard shell outside, like a back protector, and the soft inside. It's the same principle as a helmet. The helmet, you have a hard shell outside, so it avoids intrusion, and the soft inside, so it's a nice cushion and energy absorption. This combination is very good. It would not work reverse if you had the airbag outside of the back protector. Same if you had the soft thing on the helmet and the hard shell on your skull. It doesn't work.
Yeah, of course. You need to have the hard against the hard, the soft comes afterwards, spread out the impact energy.
And with this turtle effect, if you have a sharp impact, it's spreading the force, but it's also compressing more air. And if you compress more air, you absorb more energy.
Well, okay, if we're gonna talk about the best protection available for motorcycle riders, is there anything better than airbags?
The best protection, of course, you have to choose a good product with a turtle effect covering the right places. We have spoken about the back, the chest, but very important is also the neck, because with the motorcycle helmet, they are quite big. And so when you touch the helmet, it makes a great momentum to turn your neck. So you do not hurt your head, but you have more forces on your back spine at the neck. Exactly. So it's important to have a cushion also around the helmet. If you hit the helmet, it will not push your head too far sideways or backward. So neck, chest, the abdomen also is quite important. Then of course with the shorts, the hips are something which is it doesn't scare so much, but it's important because if you break a hip, it takes time to recover.
Yeah. So I was thinking to make the best protection ever possible, then of course you need to have an airbag outfit, an airbag for upper body, an airbag for the lower body.
Yeah.
Full body.
The best would be to have the head also.
Yeah, an airbag for the helmet. That's a little bit more development. And I'm thinking, should we do an airbag jacket or an airbag backpack for the upper body?
For me, it is more protective than a vest, because if I go for a short distance, I do not take the time to take the vest because it will not happen this time.
Yeah.
While with the backpack, I always have something to put inside.
You need it, yeah.
And if I go to get some bread or to buy something or just for a small thing or where I need to put my keys or my wallet or my phone, or it's very convenient anyway to have the backpack. So for me, the backpack is giving more protection because I'm always wearing it.
Yeah. Of course, if you don't wear it, you're not giving any protection. What if, I'm just thinking, like, what if the jacket already has an airbag and then you put on an airbag backpack on top of that? Then you will have two airbags.
Yeah, it works.
So that's the
It's
double.
more expensive.
Yeah, but for the protection, if something happens, it will be double protection.
I think it would be more efficient if we had a bigger volume instead of having one cartridge in the jacket and one cartridge in the backpack. I used to have the two cartridges on the jacket or in the backpack. Because protection is well set. If you're putting two airbags like this, when you fold it, slide over. So the protection is not to fall really straight on the airbag. It will be very good. But most of the time you are hitting on the ground and rolling, and then if they are not well set together, the protection will be better than only one, but it will not be double.
I see what you mean. So it's better to make the double air volume in the vest
big air
or
volume, yeah.
in the backpack instead. I agree with you. So let's do, but now I'm thinking, like, if we're gonna do it, then we just need two products. Then in that case, we just do the backpack and we do the pants.
There's a way to have only one piece of protection, as like the leather suits, and actually the FIM, International Motorcyclism Federation. You know that the airbag is mandatory now for MotoGP and all the FIM races. It's mandatory in France. The French Federation for Motorcyclism, all their races, you must have an airbag. They're only requesting protection of the top of the body, but now the FIM is thinking to have them also using protection of the hips and upper thighs. It's not in the rules yet, but
this is the future.
Yeah. But you were speaking about having two pieces, but if it's in one suit, it could be also a one suit airbag fitted in racing suit, or sometimes people are using it also on the road.
On the road, yeah.
The leather is a very good abrasion. It's a very good protection against abrasion.
I think this is a good product. I think this product, we will make this product as well. But if we will make a racing suit, then we will have racing riders. The touring guys will not get the racing suit.
Not all of them. Especially, it's a bit more convenient, and it's not very convenient to
put the whole thing on.
To put the whole thing, but once you are in, you have a good protection.
Yeah.
Two pieces works also. You know, if it's if the short is inserted in your jean, your anti-abrasion jean, and you have a good chest, neck, and back protectors, then you are fully covered.
Yeah, this is actually the problem with the airbag. Like, if we just make one big airbag and it inflates, the arm will be like, tack! We have to make different parts so you can have the movement while still inflated. This is an obstacle.
Because you wanted to make a big bubble?
I want to make a Michelin man. So the question about how fast an airbag inflates is not something easy to just answer. It all depends on so many factors.
The airbag is personal protective equipment. It needs a C certification. And for the C certification, they make the impact test at a given pressure. So what is considered as the inflating time is the time to reach efficient pressure. If you consider that 200 millibars of pressure is enough for a good production, then you will measure the time between triggering and reaching 200 millibars. Still, it takes longer to go to 300, 400, which might give you more production. But then it depends on the diameter of the tube.
So the airbag tube.
If you have a very small diameter, you can put a lot of pressure inside because it will be less tension on the surrounding, the textile. If you have a very big volume, just a small pressure inside, stiffer, will absorb more energy.
So tell me about your first airbags that you made. What was the reaction from the market when you came out with them like 20 years ago?
Everybody was laughing. Coming in the shops, when I they say, no, nobody asked for it. But obviously, because it didn't exist, so nobody knows, nobody asked for it. So it was quite difficult to start, and then some customers said, yeah, if I land on a mattress, it's better than landing on the road. Then we sold some. We had people falling, and they were very happy, spoke to their friends, and then it spread like this. Our best advertising is really our customers.
Yeah, of course, if you have a good product, customers will talk about it and it will spread. And and if you've been in real life crashes, like I've been, I can talk endlessly about it. How long time did it take when you introduced it to people starting using it? Like how many years was that gap?
5 years.
5 years? So you were pushing uphill battle for 5 years?
Yeah, and it's still still not finished.
Now, I can tell you, I have the same story. Like when I introduced the airbag jeans, people are laughing, they're still laughing. They don't understand the product, but slowly I can see like customers understanding the product. The idea about making airbag vests has been around for like 40-50 years.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think nobody has done it before?
The idea is technology is much more difficult, and then industry is also another step. To make a prototype in your backyard, in your attic, you can always manage to do something. But then when you are facing industry, certifications,
production, new techniques,
it's a bit more complex. Inflating, if you take the trigger, once it's finished, very simple. Piece of plastic, ball, spring, piston. But if you do not have the right plastic, you do not have the right steel for the needle, which will perforate the cartridge. If you do not have the right angle, if the piston goes in the needle goes in the cartridge, but it doesn't go back, it doesn't work. You do not want to create, while using on those cartridge, while using CO2. And so if it's the opening is too small or sharp, instead of creating gas, you're creating snow. Snow doesn't inflate, it's carbonic snow. Doesn't inflate the airbag. To put all these together to have good results, it takes time. It's just not an idea. It's really research, testing to be sure that it works.
How did you manage to survive an uphill battle for 5 years? Like most people would say, oh, I can do something else.
Yeah, I could have done something else, but I wanted to save lives. When I say it took 5 years, 6 years to get the people used to know a little bit about the product, but in those 3, 4, 5 years, we were already selling some of the products. Of course, we have improved a lot since.
Yeah. When I did the Kevlar jeans 20 years ago, it was an uphill battle. It was me and a company in Australia, Dragging Jeans. We were the only ones in the world offering Kevlar jeans. I had an uphill battle for first year, nobody understood. Second year, nobody understood. Third year, I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do Kevlar jeans anymore. I'm going straight into fashion, doing fashion stuff. And then 1 year passed, 2 years passed, and then I looked at the motorcycle market and I could see like motorcycle retail stores in Sweden starting taking in Kevlar jeans. I'm like, okay, now they're starting to understand the product. But it took around 10 years, and I'm like, I should have maybe kept on doing the Kevlar jeans. The market was not ready when I came out with the first one, and then I stopped doing it. I missed the Kevlar jeans train. So this is the best lesson when it comes to patience for me personally. You inspired me to make the airbag jeans from a video I saw online with the airbag vest. I just took and bought an airbag vest. I just ripped apart it. I took the airbag out and I'm like, I'm gonna do this for jeans. I made a prototype and then I contacted you. What did you think about the product when first time I contacted you?
Well, after a few contacts, you sent me a sample with our airbag inside. You seemed very convinced about the product. We went forward. It is something that sooner or later we would have done.
Yeah.
But then if you come with the passion of it, then it's like employing more people and having more time to spend for the development, for marketing, communication. If we were alone, we would have done it. I do not know when, but later than what I've been doing with you now.
Yeah, because airbag for lower body, for me in my head, that's just a natural development from airbags on the upper body. We'll go down to lower body, we'll go down to everybody. So it's just a matter of time. Who creates it first? Who starts first?